We rolling. Hey, how's everyone doing today? This is New York Dan here in the afternoon today, an afternoon shot. How about that? That's something that I'm not copying Tim on. He doesn't do an afternoon shot. He only does a morning shot or an evening shot. Yeah, a lot been going on today. I'll tell you what's up. I've been super busy today. Super busy over here. Yeah, I still got a task list of stuff to do. I was watching Tim's video this afternoon, and I actually had to have my coffee today with almost cowboy style. I just put in the cocoa powder to mellow it out. Yeah, I was out of milk. Not good, right? I don't know. It's tough to drink that cowboy coffee. I had a little tiny bit of milk left, but it's pretty dark stuff, guys. Man, that's some McCafe right there. Some McCaffeine, right? It's almost like espresso when you have it that way. Depends how strong you brew it too. But the cocoa powder definitely helps. And I couldn't do cereal or anything without milk today. I cooked up some eggs. I'm going to show you guys. We'll clip that into the video soon. I was watching Tim's morning chat and catching up on a couple of his videos today. Yeah. He had he received a new smartwatch in the mail, right? Which he probably had to buy it. A new toy, right? And what it is, what's cool about this watch, it shows your blood pressure. No, not blood pressure. Does it do blood pressure? It shows your heart rate. It can't do blood pressure because you need I have one of these blood pressure machines over here. You need a cuff. Unfortunately, the watches aren't smart enough to be able to figure that one out yet. Who knows? In the future, they might. But I know that some of them, my girlfriend has like a ring, a smart ring that actually can monitor your heart rate. And it has some kind of a light under it, a red light. Yeah, pretty cool stuff, these gadgets. So I imagine the smartwatch has the same damn thing. So Tim's all excited about this new watch. I know exactly what's going on. He put a link in his description, and he's peddling the watch on Amazon. That's what he's up to, guys. Yeah. He's peddling the smartwatch on his channel to make money. I know exactly what he's up to. He's going to test this watch out, and they usually have a pretty good return policy with the Amazon stuff, right? Some of them give you extended time even. But I suspect he's going to test it out and play with the watch and use it to peddle it on his channel to sell it with his Amazon link. And then he's going to return it. What do you guys think? I think he's up to something like that because I can almost tell you why. This watch, it looks kind of like the Apple Watch. It's a big rectangular thing. And that style, he was even saying he likes the screen that shows like a conventional watch dial to make it look more old school, so to speak, more classy. Yeah, he wants to, I can tell his type of personality, what he usually wears are those Invictus or the Rolex, something real flashy. Yeah, that smartwatch is definitely not his style. He's going to return that puppy. What he wants to do is his steps. It tracks it tracks your steps, how far you walk. He wants to use it to get in shape, to play with the thing, try to sell it on his channel to generate revenue, and then he's going to return it. It's not his style. I can tell you that right now. It is a cool toy, though. Maybe I'll try one of those. But you guys remember back in the day, there used to be the same type of thing going on. Back in the 1980s, people would get a calculator watch. And they would strap that thing on. It was the same damn thing. It's a hulking watch, a bigger watch. It makes you look more like sci-fi or more like a nerd, so to speak. You have this big calculator on your wrist, right? Some people swear by those calculator watches. I've seen people that still wear those even. They're like, oh, this is so cool. That's a blast from the past right there. The calculator watch. There used to be a kid in my class when I was in like middle school that would always wear one of those. This kid, Hiley. And I guess he was a bit of a geek. He put the calculator watch on. It would be wearing that around. Yeah, it was a big deal. And now with the new generation, it's all about these smartwatches. You strap one of those things on and can geek out with that thing. Yeah, you'll be playing with it all day long. You can put all kinds of different settings, different faces on it, different features. Oh, you know what's cool about it? There's actually a barometer built into it. Yeah, and do you know it measures air pressure? And if you guys know anything about altitude, like flying or about even hiking, when you go up a mountain, your altitude changes. So there's a thing called an altimeter, and it uses barometric pressure to tell you how far above sea level you are. The higher up you go, if you go up a mountain, there's less air pressure. So you can tell how many feet up you are by the air pressure. And that can also change based on the weather patterns. When you have weather systems coming in, if you have a low pressure system, you have low barometric pressure. A high pressure system, that's what they're talking about. The barometric pressure fluctuates. So it can actually help predict the weather. There used to be old timers who would use the barometer. You would watch the barometer, and it had a hand that you could set right where the needle was pointing, kind of a place marker, and then you watch what's going on. Is the pressure going up? Is the needle moving away from that mark, or is it dropping? Same kind of thing. Now you can do it all digitally, electronically with that smartwatch. It's a pretty cool little device. But I know what Tim's game is. I'll tell you what, I'm going to beat Tim at his own game. He's going to be peed. I'm going to put a link, because I'm doing this anyway today. I was showing, did the egg cooker. And I got a stainless steel one that's fancier than Tim's. You don't even have to poke. He was saying you had to poke a hole through the eggs, right? That's tedious to do. You don't have to do that. Nothing happens. It's fine. If you read the instructions, it says that most likely you will not have to bother with poking a hole through the egg. Maybe that's only if you're going to do something fancy like a poached egg or something. It has different ways of cooking. Yeah, the hard-boiled eggs, you just throw the eggs on there and go. So guess what? I'm going to put the link in for the egg cooker. I'm going to put the link in for the smartwatch. It's going in my description, and maybe I'll try to pin it in a comment. I got to see exactly how it works when I post it. But yeah, I have the same thing as Tim, Amazon affiliate, and you can actually use that link, and then I believe, according to Tim, if you use the link, then you go in Amazon and search what you want to buy after the link. You can buy anything, and it will help support the channel. So, yeah, I invite everyone to check out those links. I have the same thing, the Amazon affiliate deal. They do it for YouTubers. Appreciate it. And guess what? It doesn't cost a penny more. No, and you may even get the deals that I get when I put the link in. Sometimes I get like coupon deals. Yeah, it's a win-win, guys. If you have a monetized channel on Amazon, you get this feature of becoming a monetized channel on YouTube. You get the feature of becoming an Amazon affiliate on Amazon. This is hard to keep straight. It's complicated stuff, guys. I did that with my computer deal. I've been doing that. If I find something that's really good, I'll put the thing into the channel. So yeah, so now instead of supporting Tim you have an alternative. You can do this one. And you can see the watch, what that's all about. Okay, so what else has been going on here? Tim fired up the griddle, and of course, I wouldn't even trust food off this griddle because he sprayed a whole bunch of this concoction on it yesterday. It was called Griddle Prep, some kind of anti-rust, maybe oil treatment to season the griddle. I'm sure it somehow has to be food grade, but he left it on by mistake. It was burning way too long, and he was in the trailer doing a video, and then he's like, oh, shoot, I forgot to turn the griddle off. He came back out there, and the stuff had turned in. He was saying it's Texas tea it turned into. Black oil. It got all burnt up, and then he scraped it up, and it was a mess, right? And that's why if you saw in today's video, when he pulled the eggs off the griddle, they're black and they have like a black residue, like almost like engine oil on them underneath the eggs. Yeah, that's from all that burnt up oil on there. I wouldn't trust that crap. I would not trust that. That's definitely got to be like carcinogenic or whatnot. You don't want to make the oil that bad. When I cook on my cast iron griddle, I do it indoors on my electric stove, basically. I haven't gotten, maybe now that it's getting warm out, I might start doing it more outdoor, do some grilling for the channel. But you got to be careful. When I do it, I use olive oil and I don't get it that hot, because once you start burning that oil up and you're making it like black, that's bad news. Also, I don't use any kind of spray. These canned sprays of oil, that's no good. What Tim should have done is, the correct way to do it would be to clean the griddle mechanically with a good steel brush, right? Get all the rust you can off. A matter of fact, even now he's going to do this, of course. He's going to do this next. If you go to Walmart where they have, or Target where they have the large cast iron, right? They sell a little thing to clean cast iron with. It's an abrasive. It's kind of like a rubber, a chunk of rubber, almost like an eraser, but it's real heavy and it's got abrasives in it. And you rub that dry on the cast iron and it will help remove rust. It will remove all kinds of stuff. You rub it down with that special cleaner. They sell it. It's like it's a tool for cast iron. I should put a link to it. That way you know exactly what it is. Link, Lodge Cleaner. Okay, this thing, what you do is you clean the cast iron up with that. That's what he should have done, is use this thing to clean his griddle all up, get rid of all the rust. Then use extra virgin olive oil, or just a high-grade olive oil that's not in a spray can, right? You put that on the griddle and season it with that, and then wipe it down with a clean rag. Wipe off all that olive oil and the residue, and then treat the grill with some fresh olive oil when you use it, the griddle. And by the way, guys, if you do this, I'm going to warn you, those rags can spontaneously ignite if they're soaked with oil. So what you want to do is wash that rag out in the sink, soak it with water, and don't leave it somewhere where it's going to get hot. No, veggie oil, that stuff's dangerous. Throw it out after you wash it, or be careful how you store it. You don't want it to ignite. If you like roll it up, that's what will happen. If you keep it, a bunch of those stacked up, in other words, got to be careful if the rags have oil. So that's the correct way of doing it. And then when you heat it up, don't overheat it, because when you do that, you're really making some bad stuff. Speaking of which, Tim put a ton of bacon on the griddle, and he got that stuff burnt. Yeah, he left it on there. It was thin bacon, thin cut bacon. He kept cooking it, and it came out crisp. But that also means it's burnt. and he was snacking on that. I don't know what happened with this heart, all this heart-friendly stuff, all the work he went through, going through all that stuff, if he even did that, because now he's back. He cooked 3 eggs up. That's overeating right there. 3 eggs plus a ton. He's probably eating the whole package of bacon at once. Go figure, guys. That's like pushing it. Got to cut. It's about portions. You can't just eat a ton of food. Maybe if you're eating veggies like I've been snacking on, you could eat a whole bag, knock yourself out, eat a whole bag of cauliflower, a whole bag of broccoli. Yeah, I think that's a little different. You got to watch it. Once you start eating stuff that's fatty, or if it has a lot of calories in it, you got to be real careful with that. Well, as Tim says, he keeps saying this now, you got to be tough. You got to be tough. That's his latest saying that he likes to say. You got to be tough, guys. Got to be tough. It's not always easy living in the trailer. The griddle can get rusty. You got to clean that thing out. You got to be tough. And then it's, you do you. You do you. You don't want to take my advice, but you do you. Those are the new sayings, right? That's the sayings of the day. So, yeah, he's got the smartwatch going. He went shopping for bike helmets. He probably saw that. We were talking in the comments on my channel. We were like, you're riding the bike in the park, Nathan Benderson. They probably, I don't know. Well, Florida doesn't have helmet requirements, but in New York, heck, you can't even breathe over here. You ride a bike in the park without a helmet, they probably write you a ticket. But yeah, he actually went shopping to look for helmets, and he'll probably use the helmet for 30 days and return it. Huh. He wanted to get one for Miss Tammy apparently too. He thinks she's going to ride the bike too. Do biking with him. I don't know. I don't know, guys. These bikes, oh, maybe the e-bike. He's going to wear the helmet. Apparently he has an e-bike coming. I'm surprised. He said it was coming yesterday. He hasn't showed anything about that as of now, unless it got delayed. But yeah, we were saying in our comments that he should, what's up with riding a bike without wearing the helmet? You got to be careful. Because I don't know. I know you got to be tough, but it's going to be tough if you fall off that thing without a helmet. You're going to have to be tough. So I think he bought the helmets. He was at Walmart. And the last couple videos he put out, let me tell you, it's been really, really boring. It's been boring to watch, guys. I couldn't get through the whole Walmart video. It's too dry. I mean, he's got to shorten it up. If you do shopping there, you got to just do clips of what you're getting, like shorten it down. Don't just leave the camera rolling. He's got like little kids in a shopping cart crying or making noise, and he's rolling the camera the whole time, and he's just walking around with the cart. You got to shorten it up. That video was dragging on, let me tell you. Yeah, it's been some dull stuff, guys. He had to fabricate the griddle breaking. That's what it's come down to. He's got to do something. I was saying last night in my Red Lobster video, spice it up. Go to those damn Sulphur Springs in Florida. There's some in the middle of the state, up by the Panhandle. I think that's where they're located. He could take the CC Rider and probably drive there in maybe an hour or something, and go check that out. Show that on the channel. I'm curious about that. If I was still in Florida, I would definitely do that. That was one of the things I was maybe going to get around to doing. My time evaporated. Next time I'm in Florida, I'll try doing that. I want to see what it's all about. I want to see if there's health benefits to that. It's supposed to be the best thing for your body. It might be, you know, I'm about like longevity, and I do all these supplements and stuff that I take, right? Have some Trader Joe vitamin C right here. I'm going to go over them. I keep saying this. I got to do, it's going on my list. I'm got to get to all this stuff. Been overloaded here, guys, catching up. But yeah, longevity, they say that sulfur, the spring water from the sulfur, it's supposed to be the best thing, right? Yeah, he should do that. That's some really good content for the channel. And he could talk about the history of those springs and go to the old landmarks, show them. Yeah, hey, I'm giving him some great ideas here. I'm helping him out. That's what I'm doing here. So, hey, my channel helps his out. He's just got to I give good advice. The problem is no one follows it. But you do you. There's my advice to Tim. You do you. Somebody's calling my phone. That's going to have to wait, guys. I can't keep taking all these calls. I got to be productive during the day here too. Oh, speaking of being productive, yeah, well, you know, I've been so busy today. I was doing some of the trades. I'm trying to stay away from it because I got a lot to do, but sometimes it's like the Godfather. Make me an offer I can't refuse. Yeah, I've had some good trade ideas coming in. My subscriber, Just Joe, hats off to him. He's got some really good picks. He's on the money. He's following things based on price points, and he must be a real professional trader with this stuff. Let me tell you, it worked out, guys. If you watched my video yesterday, I believe I mentioned that I got into Deutsche Bank. We thought the price was going to come down. It had hit a 52-week high 2 days in a row. Earnings were out. It had good earnings. I went in on a big trade on it yesterday. I did put options and short sale on it. This is where you make money when a stock goes down. Yeah, it's just the opposite of what you would think, right? There's ways of doing this. It's called put options and short selling. And the deal is, both have their advantages. The short selling, you'll make money right away if the stock drops a little. You get a good return, probably a better return on it. The put options also can give you a good return. You got to be like Kenny Rogers, so, and know when to fold them. If you can sell the options way before the expiration date comes due. Yeah, this stuff is going to get, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole. I'm going to keep it simple for now. Maybe I'll do a separate video sometime about how it all works, because I could go on for like ridiculous amount of time talking about it and giving facts about how these things trade and work, but it's not for everyone. Long story short, you make money with these trades when it goes down, and the options are kind of like buying a lotto ticket. You're only going to lose the price what you paid for the ticket if you buy options. There's all kinds of complicated stuff. Some people have stock and they do what's called writing options, where they actually will sell people options. That's a whole other story. Anyway, this morning, the Deutsche Bank took a dump. There was a lot of trouble with the market this morning. The whole market was down. Well, there's a saying, it's called bird in hand. A bird in hand is worth two in the bush, right? And I should know, I have birds, right? So there was opportunity to take profit this morning, and I did just that. And actually, Joe, he said, you know what? He's like, look at what's going on this morning with Deutsche Bank. He's like, take the profit, and then we can replay the trade. Yeah, that's right. When it goes back up again, I think the numbers we were talking about, it's close to 27. 2680s, 2690s, something like that. Goes back up again, replay the trade. Get those options and shorts again. And then on the way down, we'll make even more money. Yeah, redoing trades. This is like day trading. This is what it's all about. Redoing the trade gives you another opportunity. So long story short, I cashed it out this morning. And guys, just from yesterday, I made a great profit on that stuff. Yeah, let me tell you, it turned out well. I made around $350, and my dinner last night at Red Lobster cost me $50, so I'm still up $300. How's that? Yeah, you know what? Now Tim, he's gonna see my video, and I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna do. He's gonna get Grandma Warbucks to do an account for him. Yeah, get me a brokerage account going, Grandma Warbucks. I'm gonna do some trades. And he's going to start doing this stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the next thing that's going to happen. He's going to be trying to do the same stuff. He can open an account up. The options, you don't need that much money for either. You can, if you're playing around with options, it multiplies. Options are more of a casino bet. It multiplies what you can do. If you know what you're doing with the options, you can do it with a small amount of money and make some good returns. Yup. I think I was playing around with like $400 with those options on Deutsche Bank, the option part of it. So look, it's ridiculous. I probably made like a 50% profit on my options portion in one day. So yeah, we're keeping an eye on other things too. The latest thing I did, you know what, guys? I'm not giving you financial advice. I don't want to be on the hook for this stuff. It is gambling. Keep this in mind. It's a Kenny Rogers play. This is Kenny Rogers we're talking. This my channel's not, it's more of a vlog. It's not really there are channels that do just trading. Yeah, it's an eclectic channel. That's what it is, an eclectic channel, a little bit of everything, because you know what? I like doing things that are fun with this channel. That's what I like doing, fun things. That's what this channel's all about. But the trade stuff is just for entertainment. You can see how it may possibly play out, how things may work. But the latest thing is I did some AMC call options. Now, this is just the opposite of what I did with Deutsche Bank. This will make me money when AMC stock goes up. But it's very risky. And actually, the guy on here, he's the pro guy, Joe, he said, he was saying later that the AMC, he's waiting for a lower price point to come in. So it may go up, or it may go down a little before it's time to really do the options. But he's like, if it goes up, you should cash out and take that profit right away. So we're going to keep an eye on that one. But yeah, you see, that's how it works. So look, I just covered my dinner and made some dinero with it in short order. So the only downside is, guys, this takes up a lot of time. When you start doing this, it's like a sporting event. You're like watching what's going on. You're on the computer checking these things out, researching what the deals are. You know, by the way, with these options, some of them cost a lot more than others. So you got to see how expensive is the option. If it's too expensive, it may not be worth doing option on the particular stock. You got to play it out. It's tricky. You got to feel it out. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Weight Watchers, that option was very expensive. It's a penny stock. It hit $1 today and then it went down. But there's stuff going on with that. Earnings are coming out. They've teamed up. Oh, you want to know why Weight Watchers went up so much? They teamed up with a company like, you know, those drugs like Ozempic that you can lose weight with? They've teamed up with a company to do something with one of those drugs, and they've gotten like some activists, investors involved. So they might be trying to revamp the brand. So it's tricky. Anyway, Now that I did that rant, what am I on? Oh, guess what, guys? There was something I did want to talk, another topic. I saw when I was watching Tim's videos, one of the commercials, it was about a car, and I've been hearing this, a lot of this lately. There is a sound system, and they're saying how great it is, how it's like high end, touting it. It's called Bang & Olufsen. And it's kind of funny to me how these things keep changing around, because I don't know. Have you guys heard of that sound system before? Because I remember a few years ago, the sound system people were talking about in cars was Harman Kardon. Have you heard of that? High end, right? So it's funny how these things keep coming out of the woodwork, different brands. I don't know if there's a history here. I haven't researched it. Bang & Olufsen. I've been hearing more and more about that with like speakers or car systems. I actually have a pair of speakers, home stereo speakers, that are supposed to be really good. And this is going back in the day. It's made by a brand. It says AR on the speaker, and that stands for Acoustic Research. Yeah. Now, I don't even know if they're in business today. And then there were other high-end speakers back in the day, home stereo system speakers, and these companies, it's almost like Sears Roebuck. You just don't know. Are they coming or are they going? That's the strange part about it. I got my New York Dan cup here, guys. Yeah. I'll have to give some of these out, right? It's a good cup. This is like the one Tim has. It's probably the same cup. It's got a different color inside. I could be like Tim, you only buy one cup with your channel on it, and he drinks it from it on his channel. If I left him one of those cups when I was down by the trailer, I was thinking of doing that, but I'm like, nah, it's not good, because he's going to get peed off and he'll probably break my cup. I don't think he would use it. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that. No. It has to say his name on it for him to use the cup. I'm sure of it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going on here. Oh, what I'll do is I'll put in the egg cooker link. I'll insert that in this video at some point here. Maybe I'll put it in the front. That's what I should have done. Put it in the front. And then, yeah, I'll be back later. I got some more cool stuff. I still haven't put up the carpet cleaning video with the car. Got to do that. I got too many things going on, guys. Oh, I'm trying to order some heating oil. My oil company sent me a deal, 22 cents off a gallon. That's a really good deal, right? I got to see what's going on. It might be time to try to order some of that. All right, guys. Hey, I hope everyone's having a good evening or a good night. And I'll be back soon with another video today. I'm like Tim. He's like, we'll have more videos coming out today. I'm going to try to re-advertise the smartwatch 5 more times today, guys. That's basically what Tim's video said. I'll see you guys later. This is your friend, New York Dan.